Back for another ride. It's cold out today. It's in the low 30s. It's actually beautiful out, nice and sunny. We got more snow, so I'm about to go back to the park, play around in there, have some fun with it. All I gotta say to y'all, man, is, you know, is she even looking or what's she doing? She wanna run me over? Don't be afraid to come out in the cold weather, because it's fun to cut through. Woohoo! Oh boy, oh boy. Oh gosh! Would you look at that? Got a big old branch stuck in my frame. Good stuff. All right, let's go. So we're gonna talk about the truth about riding a gravel bike in the snow, son. Yeah. What's the real deal about this? As you can see right now, it's definitely doable and it's definitely fun. Maybe 1.5 inches of snow right there, so we still good riding this bike in the snow. I'm on the Ozark Trail, as you guys already know. I've been riding this for a minute, holding up with the stock parts with the exception of the seat posts. These knobby tires on here, which are reminiscent of the old BMX bike tires, the snake bite tires from back in the day. Got a real whack derailleur on there, as you already know if you've been following the series. And yeah, we're gonna have some fun in here. See, look, those are my tire tracks right there. You gotta dress right for the occasion, of course. Now right now, it's like 31, maybe 32 degrees. So it's cold, but not really cold. How you doing, man? All right, good. So what I do, I have these gloves that I got from Dick's Sporting Goods. These are the Serious Extreme gloves, which aren't doing too bad right now. My hands are feeling all right. I feel like I can ride around for the day. Oh, excuse me. But I will keep you posted on that, because who knows? My hands might start freezing later. A bunch of layers, but I have some light layers on. A tank top on. It's best to have a tank top that fits kind of tight because it keeps your heat in. A long sleeve thermal shirt, a t-shirt, a hoodie, and I have this thin jacket, which is great for fighting off the rain and wet weather. But it's also a windbreaker, so it keeps me nice and warm and keeps me dry. I have my thermals on, and I have some wind-resistant, waterproof pants on, which also hold in the heat. So that's all I really need for that. Sock-wise, I have 3 pairs of socks on. Best bet is to use some thicker socks, but I have 3 pairs of socks on. And I have my sneakers, my Vans, not the regular schmegular Vans, but the little better ones. So I got these Vans on. If you can see them, hold on. I know the sun's all in your face right now. Let me get down here real quick. Let's turn that around, look at this. Woo! Riding on the pavement right now. This is so nice, riding in untouched snow. Come on. Come on. Can't beat that with a baseball bat. Woo! So nice. So nice. Gotta love it. Alright, so let me turn around and show you my sneakers. See if I can get a skid. Woo! A little bit of a skid. So like I was saying, I got my Vans on. I got these Vans on. They're a little bit thicker. Not like the regular schmegular Vans. So those keep me nice and warm with my 3 pairs of sneakers on. With my 3 pairs of socks on. So let me get this wheelie in real quick, see if I can do that. Put it down to gear 3. Pop that wheel up, son. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's do it again. One more gear. Oh yeah. Okay. Alright. Very tricky to play with your brakes while you're doing a wheelie in the snow. That's tricky icky. Oh. Woo. Scary area, I'll tell you that much. The best is when the snow is on the trees, on the branches and stuff. That is the best. Alright, so let's pick up the pace a little bit out here. Woo! And go up this little hill right here. Ooh, it gets thick. It gets thick right here. Yeah. So cool. That's another thing. If you ride on a sunny day, it'll keep you warm. You can see all my lines from yesterday's ride. They got covered up. And we still got the snowman over here representing. Shout out to the snowman. Doing his thing. Yeah. So, gravel bikes. are great in the snow as long as the conditions are correct. So a light snow, light dusting, an inch, inch and a half, maybe 2 inches of snow with some knobby tires, you're good money. If it gets a little deeper than that, you might get into a little, whoa, the wind just blew me over. Oh, wow, the wind. Hold on, my man Frosty's supposed to be holding the bike up. What's going on, Frosty? He's supposed to hold the bike up. If you run into deeper snow, you have to let some air out your tires so you can get some more grip. The tires on this bike are kind of thin, so the deeper the snow gets, the harder it will be to navigate with these type of tires. That's why you see a lot of gravel bikes going a little bit wider and wider. And of course, if you have a fat bike, you can go on some really deep snow. You just gotta let the air out of your tires to make sure you get that gription, son. One-eyed Frosty right there representing. He was doing good yesterday, but now he only got one eye now. Pants on, they're kind of waterproof. See, they don't really get wet. The snow comes right off of them, so that's cool. I got the jacket on with the hoodie. And the cool thing about having the hoodie with the Scully is that the hoodie adds an extra layer of warmth to my head. Plus I got this bad boy on, and that keeps everything dry. Like yesterday when it was snowing and stuff like that, really helped me out. And I'm light. I don't have anything real bulky on. I can move around. You know what I'm saying? I can flow with things. All right, so you know what I haven't done on my bike since it's been snowing? I haven't done a gut lever. So being that it's not so slippery, it's kind of thickish kind of snow, let's try and do a gut lever on the bike in the snow. I have never done a gut lever in the snow, so this might wind up being a bad thing. And if it winds up being a bad thing, it will be on video. So here we go. First, let's try and get a wheelie in. Let me get a wheelie in, son. Oh yeah, oh yeah. My wheelies are so terrible. Oh yeah. Oh. All right, here we go. Oh, wheelie time, wheelie time, wheelie time. Let's see how it is to skid in this stuff here. Woo! It's so grippy. For being some slippery snow, it's real grippy. This might be the end. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, I gotta land it, y'all. I gotta get the feet back on the pedals. Ooh, 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 ooh. Man, that's bumpy. That was crazy, but I did it. Very uneven ground, so I wasn't gonna go any further than what I did. But I did do a gut lever in the snow on a gravel bike. What? Let's see, let me do a track stand. Track stand, track stand, track stand. Track stand action right there. Look, look, look. Keeping it in one place, not moving. Ooh, ooh, ooh. One hand track stand. What? No feet in the ground. Ooh, ooh. Let's see if I can do it 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot. I don't know about all that. Here we go. Ooh, 1 foot. Oh, I gotta hop. And we out. The teeter-totter tail tap. Oh, there it is. Ooh, 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 ooh. Come on. What? These tricks are fun in general. I just love doing it. The basics. They're so much fun, but they're even more fun in the snow. Let's go. What about making the important adjustments on the tail tap, back wheel hop? When you get to a certain point, you're gonna have to pedal forward a little bit. All right, I'm not doing no pedaling forward. That's in my head, it's making me nervous. Let's go, endo, tail tap. Oh, I tried to jump back into the endo. Endo, tail tap. Ooh, oh, the front brakes aren't tight enough for that. Oh, the chain came off. God dang it. The dang chain came off. You could do tricks. I just proved it to you. You could do tricks in the snow. It's a lot of fun. And if you fall, you got a little bit of a cushion. So practice your tricks in the snow. It'll make you a better trickster when it's dry out. Golly. Golly. All right, let me get a nice one in with my man. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah. Get it. Oh, let's get like 5 hops. Oh, almost killed Frosty. Don't want to do that. Going for 5 hops with Frosty. F and F. 1, 2. Oh, 5 hops with Frosty. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, we got this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on, Frosty. We got this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4. Here's a bonus truth about riding a gravel bike in the snow is when you do tricks, it'll help you stay warm. Cause man, I'm like sweating. All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. You know why? My foot positioning is so wrong when I go back into the hop. Problem is, this is my I say my leading foot for the hop. Well, actually the rear foot is the leading hook. But the problem is that the cranks are too high up. So when I get myself up, I'm in the wrong position to keep it up. So when I do my endo, I gotta consciously keep my crank arm a little lower. So when I get in the hopping position, I'll be all right and I can do a couple more. So I have to think about it, plan, crank arm facing down a little bit. So when I come back up in the hop, I'll be able to keep it up a little longer. Let's do it. Cranks it down a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No footer. Oh, I got greedy. But you see the difference, right? I was able to keep it up. Frosty, we gonna get it this time. Crank down, endo, back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No footer. 6. What? Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so fun out here doing this. Give it up to Frosty, MVP of the video right now. He's the MVP, helping me out making these videos happen. Actually, he sponsored the video. The video is sponsored by Frosty the Snowman. That's my dude right there. So another thing you have to be real mindful of when you're riding in the snow on the gravel bike is you got to mind your steering, because you do one wrong move and it could be a problem. But one cool thing about today is the snow is nice and thick, so you can ride through it with really no problems. But like I said on the last video, don't mess with them front brakes. Not in no snow, not in no slippery situations ever, because you'll wind up sliding yourself out. You know, unless you're a pro, maybe you might want to do that, but not, especially with these skinny tires right here, you don't want to do that. Also, you want to look out for black ice, slippery sections, so you really don't want to ride in the slushy part. You want to ride in the snowy part, because that's way better. And if you really can, ride in the grass. So this is the grassy part, which is way more, it's not slippery, you know. It's a lot thicker. You know, you're riding with some uneven surface, some grassy surface, so your knobbies can kind of grind into those a little bit if it reaches that far, depending on how deep the snow is. So you definitely want to do that, homies. So yeah, definitely be careful of your steering. But when you're in the grass, hey, and I'm doing it one-handed, but I'm in the grass, so let's see if let's try it on the pavement. See, I'm on the pavement right now, but I might get lucky because, like I said, it's real thick, so I'm still kind of good doing the old zigzag. On the pavement. If I put the front brakes on, well, these brakes are good. Still pretty grippy right now. Let's pick up a little speed and try and slide with one hand. Now I'm being silly. Just being silly now. See? First of all, you don't want to put the front brakes on with one hand in the first place, because you're really going to mess yourself up. So that's not recommended either. But take my word for it, especially if this stuff gets icy, because right now it's kind of all melting. But once it starts getting icy, you really want to be careful how you steer your bike around. Yeah, this is some real grippy snow right now. But I am getting my little spin out So when you're riding in the snow, one thing you have to remember, another thing you have to remember, is that your tires are going to spin out when you crank really hard, especially if you're on a really light gear. Your wheels are going to spin out. So you got to be mindful of that, be ready for that. When you're in the grass or in the dirt, they may spin out less, but they will still spin out. Like right now, I'm spinning out every time I take a crank. Because right now my knobbies are full of snow, so they're not really getting any real traction. But I am accelerating, so that's good. It takes a lot more energy to ride in the snow, especially when it goes past an inch and it's that thicker snow. The powdery stuff, that stuff gets real slippery. You gotta be careful of that. What I'm riding right now is more like a mix of powdery, a little bit of icy ones. But the good part is it's really grippy, considering that I'm riding in the snow. So my legs are getting a really good workout. Let's go through here. Oh boy. Oh, how do I get out? Tell me there's a way out. Whoop, I just slipped. Oh boy. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh yeah. Let's go. Whoa. That was real slippery. Let's do it again. I'm gonna take the way I did when I first went in. I'm familiar with that route. So that's the route I'm gonna take. Now it's not all the time you come to a playground and it has a smooth entrance and exit. Usually it's like some steps or something you gotta go down. But here I got lucky. So here we go. Woo. So another truth about having fun on a gravel bike in the snow is you can navigate through playgrounds. Woo. Now you definitely don't want to put your front brakes on over here. Underneath is some real slippery stuff, so I got to be careful. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, that was real slippery. But I think the biggest truth about riding gravel bike in the snow is it is a lot of fun. Just come dressed for the occasion. Maybe put some shin pads, knee pads on just to be safe. Maybe rock a helmet, especially if you're riding with the cars in the street, heading to your spot. And even when you're at the spot, throw a helmet on. And yeah, and have some fun out there. One of the good things about gravel bikes is that you can get some really cheap ones that are actually really good for this type of stuff, where you don't have to worry about messing up your $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 gravel bike or road bike or BMX bike. You can pick up one of these bad boys for like 250 something bucks. I know I keep talking about it, but I really like this bike and I paid for it with my own money. I don't have no sponsorship from Walmart, nothing like that, but I'm pleasantly surprised by this bike. I'm gonna try and drift. No way, I cannot drift. It's very grippy. It's gonna burn out. All right, so it's a little too grippy to do drifting, but once it freezes up, it'll be nice. Right now, it's really wet underneath, so it's grippy. But what I'm gonna do is I am going to try and do some skids this time, see if I can get some good ones in. And that's another truth. You can do some nice slides, some nice skids with your gravel bike and have some fun with that too. And not worry about your tires, because you didn't pay much for them in the first place. Ha! Wow, it's so grippy. Okay, I tried to do a skid out, so I should try and do a skid like I'm trying to do the longest skid. And the way you do that, to go really long on the skid, is to put your body weight in the front, slam the brakes on, let that back wheel drag. So let's do that. Woo! That was a pretty long one. Let's see if I can beat it. It's 30 degrees out, so all this stuff's getting icy, but it's like a thick ice, so you stick to it, which is cool. You can hear me when I walk. That's that thick stuff. I made a little line right here. That's my starting line for me to skid. And I'm gonna do this little skidding competition for myself here. I should move it down some because I done put so many lines in here now. Try and beat my skid, all right? So here it is, round 1 coming up. Hold up, I gotta make a better marker, but I did start in the right spot though. I just started in the right spot. So that's my first one. My first one goes from the line right to here, but I was totally confused when I got there. Make the line a little bigger, add the footsteps to it, making it wider, y'all. Now I should definitely see that line. If it's ever snowing out, you got some nice snow on the ground, go out with your friends on your bicycles and make a line, have a longest skid competition. Some fun stuff to do in the wintertime. So that's my first line right there. We're going to keep it moving, and I'm going to show you the difference right now between skidding with your weight in the front and skidding with your weight in the back, skidding with your weight in the center, and skidding, doing a skid out, you know, kick out the skid. Woo! Woo! Oh, yeah! Yeah! I started a little bit before the line, but it don't matter. It don't matter. Look how far I went. What? Right here to the X. That's my furthest spot. So that was me putting my weight forward on the bike. I better stop stepping in the line. But that was me putting my weight forward on the bike. Now I'm putting my weight to the back. Here I come, here I come, here I come. Weight to the back status. So you see, that didn't help at all, did it? Next up, I put my weight in the center of the bike. Weight in the center. Woo! That was a little more center, but unfortunately, I kind of went in the same line that I was in before. But my weight in the center really helped out to make me go a little further. Next up, we're going to do a skid out. So I'm going to, but when you skid like that, you're really trying to stop. You're not trying to extend your skid. You want to try and really slow down and stop. But we're going to do it anyway. Nice little whoop. So, see, that pretty much makes me wind up in the same place that I would when I was in the back of the bike. But one thing it really is a serious workout. My goodness, I'm already tired. Let's go at it again with the skid. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo. Baby Willie. Another thing you have to watch out too is for ruts. So I made a whole bunch of ruts here. So when you're riding in the ruts, you gotta ride real loose, because if you get caught in a rut and you're not ready for it, you're gonna wind up wiping out. So you gotta stay loose when you get into rutty sections. Things are starting to melt a little bit. It's getting kind of soft underneath. It's not frozen underneath. So you really don't want to go to the mountain bike trails when it's like this. When it gets like frozen and real cold, where everything freezes up, that's the best time to ride on the mountain bike trail if you want to do that type of stuff. I thought about going to the mountain bike trail today, but now that everything is melting, not really a good idea to go to the mountain bike trails, because you know, you got guys that spend hours digging and maintaining the place and making it safe for everybody. But then when you ride in those trails when it's muddy and you create ruts, like I was saying before, you're creating ruts. And you know, when people going really fast down the hill, let's say you make a rut after snow, it gets real muddy, make a whole bunch of ruts, then it freezes again. Now you got frozen ruts on the mountain bike trail, and you're going really fast down the hill that you normally go down, not even thinking about it, and you get caught up in a rut that's deep. Like this here is it's a deep rut in the snow, so it's not going to affect nothing, and it's not a mountain bike trail. But you get into a rut like this, but it's a dirt rut and it's frozen and you're going really fast. Once your wheel gets caught in there like that, it's going to want to take you. It's going to act like a train track, and it's going to lock you in. So you have to be, first of all, ready for it. You got to stay loose, and if you're not ready for it, it's just going to take you down. So it's always best to not go to the mountain bike trails during a freeze thaw situation. Make sure the temperatures are well into the freezing zone, and maybe check the trail first before you ride it to make sure there's no spots where it may be melting, because that can cause problems, and you know, it'll keep you from enjoying your mountain bike season, at least at the beginning of the season. You know, if you have a fat bike, you know, the wheels are wide enough where it kind of just creates a flat spot as opposed to a rut. It'll create more of a flatter spot. So, but still, definitely don't want to ride it when it's real rutty. As you see right now, when I hit the ruts, my front wheel instantly turns, especially now that it's kind of getting a little colder out. These ruts are going to freeze, and I won't be able to cut through the ruts like I'm doing right now. They'll just handle me. They will handle me. So you gotta be careful of that. Where's the bikes? You gotta get the bikes out. Yeah, if you got the mountain bikes, this is fun.
He loves being on the bike. I didn't even think about it when we left. He just wanted to play soccer today. So.
Right.
But now looking at you riding around, I was like, you should have brought the bikes out.
Man, it was so much fun. I mean, I only ridden here. Like, I was here yesterday riding.
Yeah.
So much fun.
I know.
And then if you fall, you know, you like get in the snow.
It's
Yeah.
a big deal. Yeah. It's a great idea. We'll have to remember that.
Yeah, definitely try it out.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Thank you. Have a great one.
All right, you too. We're gonna do another lap around. Let's try and pick up some speed. Pick up some speed. Oh yeah. Here we go. Hit this turn here. Now that's kind of hard. Some good cross training, really, but it's kind of hard to keep that speed up. Woo. Definitely riding in the sand. Woo. I should record my Strava time, do laps in here, practice my sprints and stuff. This would be a good spot for it. Okay, we get into a relatively sharp turn for the snow. That's another thing I gotta be careful about, is turning in the snow when you're going fast on the pavement. Gotta be real careful of that. Right now my legs are on fire. Woo! And this grassy part, you already know, it's gonna feel hard. Woo! Oh my gosh. Oh, that's painful. I'm hurting. Trying to keep my speed up. Woo! This thing is completely slowing me down. And I'm on gear 3. I'm gonna put it on gear 2. I gotta chill out. Oh my gosh. This is some good cross training though. I wanna get myself in shape enough to get through lines like this without coughing up a lung. Stamina and power in my legs. Stamina in my body and power in my legs. Get my stand up on. Woo. Woo. Yeah, the cool part is you can kind of create paths because you can see them right through the woods. I'm gonna go up that trail again on the side over here. I think I see another trail. Hold up. Hold everything. I see another trail, y'all. Okay, now this stuff over here is icy. I gotta be careful when I turn. Woo! Because this is the icy stuff. It's just been sitting in the shade the whole time. Wasn't getting no sun. So it's gonna be real slippery. I wonder how. Ooh. Maybe I'll do some sliding over there. But first, where does this go? Where does this go? This is nice. Little trail right here in the woods. Looking real pretty in the woods right now. Yeah, let's go. This is cool. A nice wide path too. Takes you to the back here, behind the park. Oh, my legs are burnt out. Damn, that's crazy. So that was cool. Oh, now we're over here by the pickleball and basketball courts. That was a little fun little trip. I like that. And this is some pure snow. It was real thick back there, but where the sun's hitting, the sun is definitely melting the snow. And this is what I'm talking about. This is all ice. Woo-hoo. Now my front wheel's washing. You want to stay in the white stuff. Once it turns gray, stay away. That is a fact. And it's getting real ruddy over here too. So you gotta be careful of that. And that's just pure ice. Woo-hoo. Maybe I can get a good skid in, but I don't. Sometimes when you do that, you wind up mopping yourself with the floor. Hope you guys enjoyed this ride. It was a fun one, another fun one in the snow. You can have a lot of fun in these type of conditions on your bike. Just don't be afraid to get your bike dirty, or buy a cheaper bike that's capable of still holding up to this type of stuff, and go out and have some fun. Just put on the right gear, bundle up, and you'll be good money.